Dice Paper Roll acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land. We pay our respects to elders past, present, and future, for they hold the songlines, the stories, the traditions, the culture, and the hopes of First Nations Australia. This land is, was, and always will be traditional First Nations country.
The magical properties of unicorn horns are seldom delved into. We know they contain immense, incalculable power. Some of the most incredible magic requires their use. I cannot say to have partaken in these rituals, but one wonders. Take a flower, cut it, and it will look beautiful, but it will last half as long as if it had been not cut. The flower's power is reduced. Now one cannot help but speculate, could this be the same for a unicorn's horn? Yes, it looks beautiful. It does have power, but it was taken without consent, and that has consequences. Perhaps the most powerful of magics are nurtured and grown. The unicorn's horn washed along the riverbed. It's not clear how it ended up here. It might occur that it is a tremendous waste or an act of extreme negligence. But here we are. Caught in the light of the moon, across the shaft of golden bone, we see letters. Letters that form words. Words that read, Dice, Paper, Roll into the Feywild.
Welcome back to another episode of Dice Paper Roll into the Feywild. This is episode 14, and the journey of this merry band. We haven't even given ourselves a group name, and
we have not.
Oh no!
Any
the superstars?
Superstars? Good start. Good start.
Just go for
All right,
with the one that has the most S's. Yeah.
Yes, of course, the lisp.
The
Benny, you got
oh no!
You got a name for this merry band of misfits?
Who,
Melbourne.
Yeah,
Melbourne hospitality boys.
The Full House. I'm trying to think of something family oriented after the bombshell from last episode.
Oh, gross. Yeah, true.
The Vin
I keep a
Diesels.
very full house, I'll tell you what.
I don't know. Maybe that's why we don't have one yet. It's just nothing rolls off the tongue.
Right. Greg, you got any other
The
than
Vin Diesels.
Vin Diesels.
Yeah,
I like
family?
it. It's all
Yeah,
about
so-
family.
Oh.
It's all about family.
No, I'm still not.
Nice.
Don't understand.
Oh.
What is
there's
it?
a series of movies, Fast and the Furious, and there's
Oh, okay,
Vin
right. The
Diesel's-
Fast
All right,
Furious thing?
superstars it is.
There's a very deep lore to the Fast and the Furious
It's true.
franchise. Mainly,
I've only watched one of them, and I know that through memes. So thanks, internet.
You've
Yeah.
only watched
Have you-
one?
Very
The
knowledgeable.
only one I've watched was Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, same.
What the
Yeah.
fuck am I doing? Like,
Okay, I've seen the first one at the least, and I'm pretty sure something in the late before we get to the tens, like maybe number 8.
Maybe we need to do a stream of us watching it.
Yes.
I don't know
Patreon.
about that.
Just like a
I don't know
marathon.
about
Yeah.
I'd rather do a Baldur's Gate 3 session. Anyways, my name is Dan. I am playing Sir Walter Winston Winklepicker III, a human that has been turned into a frog. He is a bard. He wears a waistcoat. And turns out he's also a father. Greg.
My name is Greg. I'm playing Doelene Delacroix. She is a level 5 Harangan wizard with access to 3rd level spells, a waistcoat, a beret on a jaunty angle, which tucks her long ears behind her head. Lauren.
My name is Lauren, and I'm playing Kevin Strangeways, a human artificer, level 5, and he is a son. But he's also an 8-year-old boy trapped in the man's body, and he's, I'm not actually quite sure what he's wearing because there's something about MC Hammer last time, and I feel like I maybe forgot about giving some sort of description at some point in time. So, and I've been saying that he looks like Captain Haddock. So he's wearing a long, gold, shiny, metallic, like
Sequined
sailor's
With-
coat.
and feathered. It's got
Yeah.
feathered wings.
Yeah, and it's got feathered wings. Great. Okay.
Rocking it.
He's a fancy man, as it turns
It's a
out.
boy.
I feel
but
like
very
there's some
hairy.
tassels.
Very
Oh,
hairy.
yeah.
Just top of the head to the top of the feet. There's no gaps.
Wow. The full suit.
The full suit. Benny.
My name is Ben, and I'm playing Unit, the level 5 Warforged Rune Knight fighter. And they are a robot. They are a conglomeration of different machine parts and bits of scrap metal from who knows where, but we know that their torso was most definitely part of a whack-a-mole machine at a carnival because they have the 2 holes that moles used to come out of, and they even have soul moles that live in there, which might even get an intro at some point too. Not tonight though. Unit is neither a father or a son, but they are a protector of Kevin Strangeways, and they are now in the Feywild, I believe. And the person who'll be guiding us through this wonderful, wonderful fairy tale place is our Dungeon Master, Jack.
Yeah. Just editing my notes. Hello, I'm Jack. I will be your dungeon master for this here adventure. Keep your hands inside the cabin at all times. Yeah. Let's kick into it.
Let's go to the splash zone.
The splash zone.
Oh no.
The party, Doelene Delacroix, a hare, Walter Winston Winklepicker III, a frogman,
Hello?
Kevin Strangeways, a man-sized boy,
Yes.
Unit, a robot ticket machine or whack-a-mole machine, entered the Hall of Mirrors and learned more than maybe they would like. Walter was Kevin's father, Zybilna his mother, Unit was built to protect Kevin, and Doelene,
I'm
though
just hanging
unrelated,
out.
still has a timey-wimey situation and a watch that needs fixing. Also, Dolene's mirror visions had a decidedly pickle flavor. And although the familial relations bring with them complications, Mr. Witch set the stakes of Zybilna's imprisonment, dimensions, time, and that sort of stuff that holds everything together are all colliding with each other. And that's where we'll begin. Oh, so you've all been sort of traveling through the Feywild for a few days now.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
With
Now I got
great.
some jaunty music to go
Yeah.
along with that Feywild.
Yeah, it's in units. Like he's got some speakers, like that. So as we're like walking,
Yeah.
know.
Loudspeakers going.
yeah,
Yeah.
got some loudspeakers going. Into like Kevin keeps trying to change the track. You can only get through like 10 seconds or something.
Wow, Unit. I didn't know y'all had a boom box built in.
I have many features that you have not yet seen, Doelene Delacroix. I hope you are enjoying this one.
I really am. It has really dispelled the fear that I had about this Fey realm. Oh, so calming.
Peaceful.
Yeah,
I
it's
have
a
a
shame
feeling
none of us
though.
can like play any music, you know?
Yes,
It's a shame.
I have a feeling that this might be the only song we listen to for quite some time.
Yeah,
The DM
sorry about
also feels this way.
sorry about plugging my iPod in. I thought it was an auxiliary plug hole. I'm
Nope,
so
nope.
embarrassed.
Yes, that's okay. Let's not talk about that, Doelene. Let's just move on. Moving right on.
Nah, I
Look,
want you to
what's-
go into the details.
Anything to
children around,
distract
Bob.
from this.
Is the music distracting? I can turn it off.
No, it's good.
No, it's
Hey,
fine.
leave
It's
it
great.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's great. I love this
Um,
Bluetooth.
You've been traveling, and so when you entered the Feywild, everything around you was flowers and beautiful. The world was like interesting, like different. You'd never seen anything like this before. None of you. Well, not that you remember. And there's sort of there's stones that are all around the place. They're sort of glowing from within. There's runes and things all over them. They're just kind of part of the environment here. There's huge amounts of mushrooms that you pass as you're traveling through this space. And it's really interesting until sort of Kevin and Walter start sort of experiencing things. They start talking to each other. And the mood
Kevin,
shifts.
I need to tell you, okay? I need to tell you our family motto. You see, the thing is if you want to be a Winklepicker,
Yes.
you need to know that close enough is good enough. Those are words that my father taught me, and his father taught him, and they're the words that I'm going to pass to you. Anything that you do, you can do anything, as long as it's good enough. If
Are you
it's
sure-
good enough, people don't give a fuck. You know, they'll just like move on. If you fuck up, that's when people notice. So just do your best, try a bit, but like, you don't have to give it your all, is all I'm getting at. I'm so glad we could have this moment together.
Just traveling just behind them with Doelene, Unit whispers, I think maybe he got that a little bit wrong, don't you, Doelene?
I can't believe that's his family motto. Are you
I can.
serious?
I absolutely can.
Close enough is good enough?
Makes
Is that,
sense.
is that true?
Are you asking me?
No, I'm asking Walter. Walter, that can't be true.
Excuse me, I'm trying to have a private moment here with my son. If you wouldn't mind. Trying to pass on a little
I'm
bit
sorry.
of
This whole family
paternal
dynamic.
knowledge.
Yeah, this family dynamic thing is going to take a little bit of getting used to. Before we were just four adventurers thrown together in this tumultuous journey, and now you're all a family, and I'm not even a third wheel. That's literally a unit. I'm
Oh my god, how did I not come up with that before?
It's okay, Doelene. 4 wheels are better than 3.
that is true.
I
That
believe
is
that if that's the definition of close enough isn't good enough.
You're getting
Wow.
it. You're getting it. I'm so proud.
No, I'm not getting it. I don't want to get it. I don't want to be a Winklepicker. I'm a Strangeways. I'm a Strangeways.
As you say that, as you're passing through the wilderness, you notice that like sort of fog starts to come in. You've been headed in the direction of what you thought is the castle that you can see, that Doelene saw in her vision. And you know that Zybilna is there, but as you're moving, it sort of seems like it doesn't really matter which way you turn. It's just sort of always directly in front. Space is not behaving as you'd expect here. And the world itself, as Kevin's mood is shifting, starts to sort of react. You notice the plants and stuff sort of wilting as you pass. There's sort of a darkness, a cloud that's sort of following everywhere you go.
Do we make that connection?
No.
Yeah.
Right.
Can I make an Arcana check?
Sure.
13? Do I make
Doesn't-
that connection?
Um,
I've read about the Feywild, surely.
yeah, I
Or,
think you
or
probably...
is that a knowledge? Is that...
Yeah, maybe do a knowledge check for me. I don't know
oh,
what
sorry,
that is.
history. Still 3.5, still
tickling
coming back to
brain.
haunt me.
Embedded in your bones.
10 for
10.
history.
I think probably you've read about the Feywild, but you don't necessarily. It's not necessarily a well-known feature of it.
Yeah, okay, so don't make a connection.
Yeah.
Wow, the Feywild. I've read about it. It changes and shifts, but nobody knows why. None of the authors I read, anyway.
I'm
Well, perhaps-
hungry. We eaten? When was the last time we ate something? I feel like it was maybe a pickle a really long time ago. I think I'm getting really cranky and I'm getting
Cotton candy
hangry.
4 days ago.
That's a very good
Unit,
point.
Unit,
Shall
I
we
want
go
some
hunting?
Food.
Let me see what I've got. And they open up a hatch in their belly button and start rummaging around. You hear all these like different clanging of metal and different sound effects, and a cat screeches. And they pull out a bowl full of nuts, but like metal nuts. Snack? Anyone? They're quite good, really.
How would you like these nuts?
Walter, you stole my scroggin? I can't believe you. Get your hands off my nuts.
Ow, ow, ow. Sorry.
I think I need
Just
something
very
more than
famished.
just nuts, right?
Okay.
There's-
But I will
What?
take those shiny metal things off.
Kevin, do you want to do a survival check for me?
There's white chocolate chips in this scroggin. This is top quality scroggin. This is top shelf scroggin.
It's just that like
7.
It's like dog treat
I
chocolate.
got a
7.
7.
What is it?
It's vegan
7.
chocolate.
Ketamine,
Okay.
whatever the fuck it's called.
Ketamine.
You notice that there's sort of like a little clearing next to you, and there's like a little basket filled with breads and foods of
Look,
various
look.
kinds.
It's like recess, yeah! And he runs on over to this beautiful looking basket sitting on a picnic rug underneath a tree in this idyllic thing with butterflies floating about and the mushrooms shiny and dewy in the corner in the shade. It's like this shady, picturesque clearing, and he runs straight towards it. Yummy! That looks like sourdough. Yum!
Unit rolls hot on your heels, throwing the bowl full of nuts over their shoulder, and says, Wait, Kevin Strangeways, it might be dangerous. This is the Feywild after all.
Walter,
Hey, look, it's been a couple of days and we'll look positively unharmed. It'll be fine.
Walter, standing by a tree with purple leaves, looks towards Kevin and a tear rolls down his cheek. And he's like, he's a Winklepicker. He's from Shellfish Country. You just see somebody else's shit and you take it. You take it, boy. It's beautiful. Oh, I'm so proud.
How's that-
Kevin
There you go.
Kevin just picks up the most perfect salad and ham roll you've ever seen in your entire life. I'm talking like beetroot and like shredded carrot and like just a thin slice of cheese that doesn't make it feel too dry. You know what I mean? Lettuce, tomato, fresh.
That
just,
country bakery.
Yeah,
kind
and
of
that
stuff.
bread roll that's like just a bit crusty on top, but is like so soft. Am I making you all hungry? I'm making you all
Oh, yeah.
You know what this is
Yeah,
like.
I'm real hungry.
And it takes a great big bite of this beautiful fresh salad roll. Yum, 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 yum.
I'm waiting for Constitution save.
And you're dead.
You
I
wouldn't
think
have
I'm just
ham and
having a
salad
delicious.
sandwich.
I think I'm pretty sure I'm just having a delicious sandwich because I said I was hungry.
Yeah.
Does anyone else want some? Unit, do you want some?
No, thank
Kevin-
you. I'm
Kevin,
going
do you
to.
wanna-
I'm going to let Jack go. Go, Jack.
Yeah. Do you want to do a constitution check?
There it is.
Delayed Constitution.
15.
Oh.
It's beautiful. It's delicious.
Yeah,
It's a great
yum.
sandwich. It's very good. In fact, it makes you feel a little bit better. Like, and you notice that like it's almost as if the flowers around you kind of are just a little bit more colorful. They're more saturated. It's nice.
They all turn towards me and go, ah.
yeah, exactly.
Total like 1950s.
And the little squirrels
Disney.
come out, and a small deer emerges. And
They're like, oh, can I have some of that? That looks delicious.
you sure can. I'm pretty sure there's some more things in here, and starts flicking bits of like ham
Walter
and
comes up
tomato
and
towards
pushes
the deer.
Pushes the deer out of the way and it's like, that looks delicious. Thank you very much, boy.
Oh,
My
I was going
boy.
to eat some of that.
My boy, the provider. Oh, you're so good. You're so manly.
I'm sorry, everyone. Are we all just going to ignore the fact that there's a talking deer right in our midst?
What?
I
why
wasn't.
would-
I was ready to say hello.
I mean, it is rude to talk with your mouth full, Kevin Strangeways, so it's correct that you waited till you finish. It's a shame there isn't a parental unit teaching you these kinds of manners. Hello, Mr. Deer.
Hello. I'm Calvin.
Of course you are. Might you tell us where we are and who lives in that big castle?
Oh, that would be Queen Zybilna of Prismia. Although
Excellent.
I don't think that she's fully in control at the moment. Things
What
have
makes you
been
say
weird around here.
Weird in what way?
Well, I mean, honestly, there's been these hags about, and they've been sort of messing up the place. For example, the area that we're in, if you follow the road, it gets a bit swampy. Wasn't always swampy, but it does. It gets swampy.
Oh.
Swampy's
like-
not good.
Yeah,
He's eating a sandwich now.
Going to play havoc with my wheels.
Is there a plumbing situation going on? Is they burst a water valve or something?
Yeah, I think hags aren't really fond of
I'm gonna-
plumbing.
I'm gonna stand over here for a bit.
I'm a
okay?
deer,
Bye.
so I'm quite stupid. So I don't really know why.
Calvin,
Okay.
do you want to be my pet? Can we keep him? I promise I'll walk him every day.
Just don't keep going.
Of course you can.
Yay!
Kevin,
Don't keep going.
anything for
That's
my
right.
boy.
Buy my
Anything for
affection,
my
yeah.
boy.
I'm gonna
Yes.
like you just a little bit more if you get me a little deer for a pet called Calvin and Kevin.
And check it out, all right? I've already got a handler for it, and I summon my unseen servant.
I see.
Who's your unseen servant?
I have an unseen servant. So this spell creates an invisible, mindless, shapeless, medium force that performs simple tasks at your command until the spell ends. So Walter says, "Oh, Jeeves!" and another frog like butler appears but very subservient, and a bit, like hunched-shouldered. He's a bit crotchety, toad-like.
Is that better?
Yeah. This is great. I love this. Yeah, this
Unseen, but not unheard.
yes, exactly.
What?
Well, you just see the ephemeral outlines of a toad with, in a butler's outfit. And he comes over and lassos the deer and starts to.
You really didn't need to do
drag
that.
it with
I would happily join you.
Yeah, can I ride you a little bit?
Of course you can. Of course you can. Here you
I
go,
said no.
boy.
Yeah, can I get on? I'm gonna get on the try and get on the deer.
Walter
Okay.
goes up.
Roll
to him.
animal
I'm
handling.
gonna roll what? Animal handling.
I guess.
Walter, I'm gonna assist that.
It's a 6. So you know when a little kid is not very good at looking after a pet and kind of like maybe shake something or whatever it is. And this is Kevin in all of his enormous 6-foot hairy form just jumps into the air and then sits on the deer. Let's go, Calvin!
I think you might have broken Calvin's back.
Oh my god!
Oh God!
I'm just but a deer.
Oh.
Oh,
That's
he's
horrific.
sort of like all 4 legs splayed outwards. It's fucking hideous.
Oh no! What have I done? Why did I do that? I did it.
Can you roll roll an attack for me, Kevin?
No, Kevin. Remember, close enough is good enough. Close enough is good enough. You tried your best.
Where's
and you just.
attack? Where am I looking?
Oh dear God! Oh, there's
What's
so
it? Where
much
is
blood.
attack? What's too many fucking buttons? Can I just roll a?
Just
Can I
roll
roll
a
20?
just roll a d20.
Yeah, right. Sorry, I don't know where it is. It's a 9.
Oh God!
That's enough. Calvin rolled a 5. He gasped.
Opposed
for air.
spinal resistance rolls. Roll a spinal rigidity save.
With your
Is it dead? Is it dead?
my last words are, my wish was only to
Oh shit! We killed the dog. No, it's not dead.
Yeah,
Kevin.
it's not dead. Where is it?
It's one of those floppy deers. You see, it's a particular kind of breed of deer that you find in the Feywild, and their legs don't work so well, so they just kind of drag along behind you. And
While Walter's saying this, a couple of like forest gnome morgue people like come out, little wagon, collect the dead body, pop it in, put a cloth over
I
it.
don't
off
think
they
they
go.
fucking do, to be honest, because I rolled an 18 on my persuasion check.
And that stuff that looks like guts that's coming out of its butthole, is that because it's a floppy deer?
Oh, that's just, it's a condition. It does have some health issues, okay? It's just got a prolapsed anus, that's
Okay.
fine.
It's gonna be
It's
okay.
treatable.
Is the unseen servant still dragging the corpse along the
Yeah.
ground? As
100%. The unseen is
Has
right.
the weather changed because he's upset?
It's
yes.
raining.
So all around you, the fog is getting denser, and all of the plants around you are sort of wilting.
The flowers go, oh.
I'm so
And-
sorry.
the castle is kind of getting harder to see as well. Walter, when you talked about close enough is good enough, your family
Yes.
motto, you had a sort of
I remember it well.
you had a sort of a feeling that like you have a connection somewhere beyond that you can feel. It's sort of like a scratch that you can't quite itch. That's an itch that you can't quite scratch, and it's somewhere beyond in the fog. You're not quite sure where, but it's you feel like if you walked directly towards it, you could get there. And you have a suspicion that it might have something to do with your necklace.
My necklace? My shellfish necklace?
Yeah.
Kevin's noticed that there's actually some jelly cakes in the basket and is kind of a little bit more recovered now that he's got something nice to eat.
As you eat it, there's sort of like a wave of color that moves through the field that you're sitting in.
Unit rolls up next to Walter. It says, Sir Walter Winston Winklepicker III, I understand that you are trying to forge a bond with Kevin Strangeways. But as his protector, I really must ask you to consider the consequences of the things you encourage him to do, please.
Well, Unit, thank you for your advice.
You're welcome. And might I
As-
also just
As
ask
his father?
of his father
As
of
his father, I think I know best. Thank you very much.
his father of 3 days. I believe Kevin knows best. I
Yeah,
mean, you're-
Kevin knows best.
All right, buddy. You want to do this here now? Like,
No, not
really?
really. No, not right
Like-
now.
In front of the boy?
Oh, now you set a good example.
It's just he's already gone through a lot. Okay, he just killed a deer.
Yes.
And I am trying to not fuck this up. Okay, so how about we have a commonality here?
Yes, I have a commonality with you, Sir Walter Winston Winklepicker III. But what I'm trying to say is, maybe if you had showed some forethought, that wouldn't happen in
I
the
didn't
first
know he
place.
was gonna fucking break the
And
back.
by the way, while we are at this, why, if you have an unseen servant, why have you been asking me to do all the menial tasks this whole time?
Because sometimes I like to see my servants.
That is true. A servant should be seen and not heard. Isn't that right, Walter?
So, anyways, I'm
Put
going
in
to
their
go
place,
back.
unit stays still for a moment.
I'm going to go back to raising my son.
Very good.
And Walter feels the pull of the shellfish necklace that's drawing him in that particular direction into the fog, and he starts making his way into the fog, leaving unit behind him. Yeah. And his unseen servant follows behind him, slowly dragging the deer along the ground.
Is Kevin still sitting on the back of the dead deer as it's being dragged along?
No, I've moved back over to jelly cakes territory.
Oh, okay. As much as that man is irritating, I think perhaps we should follow him. Would you like to bring the baskets with you, Kevin Strangeways?
Yes. Can you carry them, please?
Yes, I can do that for you. And my arm extends for you to loop the basket over the top of.
Doelene, do you want jelly cake? They're really good.
I would love a jelly cake. You know, Unit, I think I didn't know that robots could be jealous, but it seems there is a tinge of green in your medal.
What do you mean, jealous? Is that what that was?
I don't know. Maybe did you feel it?
I think my torso area got somewhat warm and my cheeks felt somewhat heated. Maybe I did feel something.
It's either that or an incandescent rage at having to talk to Walter for too long. I feel that often too. You know,
Rage
I
is
wouldn't
still an
worry.
emotion.
It is. I wouldn't worry too much, Unit. Kevin's a smart boy from everything I've seen. And
Doelene, you haven't known him for as long as I have.
I don't think I've
it
done
has.
anything smart.
It has been well, you did drink that post-mix Coke
You
as
got
a hangover
wasted a
cure.
lot.
True.
That was
That's the
brilliant.
one.
But I do
Man did
appreciate
not
the
know
advice. I do appreciate your advice, Doelene Delacroix. I feel better. And
Oh, I'm glad.
the robot mouth turns up into a grin.
Oh my god, that's horrifying.
I thought you were in the mists.
Shabby, 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 shabby.
With
It's getting
that,
hard to see where we're going.
Don't worry, follow me. I know the way.
I'm not really sure.
I can cast.
Good.
I pick up a jelly cake and I cast light onto it.
Okay.
And it just he pulls out a screwdriver from his pocket and touches and pokes it into the jelly cake. And the jelly cake lights up with this very warm glow to see if it can help us see through the mists in any way. Trusty screwdriver! And pops it back in his pocket.
It sort of glows in the immediate proximity of the jelly cake in the fog around you, but doesn't really aid in the ability to know where you're going.
That is an ingenious use of your magic there, Kevin. Maybe we could all use a little, maybe a local guide, some help from somebody. Maybe like a sentient animal of some kind could guide us toward. But
Oh, shit! I've got speak with dead. I can speak with the dead fucking deer.
if only Kelvin could tell us which way we should go.
Walter comes striding back from the fog ahead.
Oh my god! Oh, okay. How do I do this without breaking it to Kevin that the thing's dead? Oh shit! This is gonna need some deftness and new.
He's just looking at the light at the moment. Like he's not a smart man. Very easily distracted. He's 8. He'll believe anything you tell him.
A fly comes in and lands on the deer's eyeball.
So Walter's gonna go up to the dead deer that was
Go on, then.
speaking to us previously,
Mhm.
and is gonna be like, oh, okay, all right, look, this fog is starting to get really dense, and I rolled a poor survival check. So tell me what you know. Shamanaman.
What the fuck? What? I was dead.
That's a 3rd level spell? Fuck. Okay. Oh, hello. Sorry about that.
Well, now that I'm dead, what do I do?
You're not dead, okay? I need to keep up a little thing going on here, so it would be really ace if you could do one thing for me, and could you not mention that you're dead?
Well, that's one question. Why?
I know. Well, it's a little bit convoluted, but I don't want to disappoint my son, who I'm only
That
just
man is your
realized
son?
I've
He's like
only
the same
just
age as you.
realized that it's my son, and I just need to keep up this charade, so it would be really
killed
cool
me.
of you if you could just play along.
All right. Fine.
Ace. Okay, I think that's 2 now.
Ask the question.
And now Walter's gonna like put on a big show, a bit more of a big show for Kevin. Speak to me, creature from The animal kingdom, not the other side. Because I can speak with animals. What way is best to get through this fog?
I find that when I'm in the Feywild, and I often am, I follow my heart. And that often leads me to food.
And, I can't say that D word.
Okay.
Right.
Which D
What a
word?
bad
I'm
role model am I?
confused.
Rhymes with deaf.
Okay.
Defenestrate?
No.
Teth?
Don't ask. What way is the best way to get to the castle?
Oh. Well, you can see it, right? It's right there.
Well, no, we can't because of the fog, which was a part of my first question. So you said that it was if I just follow my heart, it will lead me to the castle.
Yes.
So, oh, fuck, that was just, damn it, he just answered that one. Okay, I think we're actually pretty good. Now, the problem is that nobody else knows what it is that we're talking about, so I just want to ask, what's your favorite color?
Purple.
Well, that was great. Did you? So,
Walter lifts his hand and with a furrowed brow turns to you all. Oh, I have just spoken with this gracious and most amazing animal. Its language.
you mean the
is-
dead deer that you got?
It's not dead.
It's what?
No, I cast speak with animals. Is what I cast.
I'm
okay.
going to roll an insight check.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll an Arcana check.
I got a 7.
Well, I
You
got.
believe it.
20!
Oh, really?
27 for my Arcana to tell about that spell.
You know exactly.
I
what
got
it is.
a 15 with
For
my
a
deception.
speak with animals, that has a literal stank of necromancy all over it. Also, the deer's guts are hanging out of its asshole.
Oh my god, Doelene,
What?
the fucking room.
Winston?
Hey,
Is that-
Hey, boy, how's it going, buddy?
Is that
The
DJ?
world is slowly
I'm
getting
a big
darker.
boy. I know what this is. I think that you were lying to me just then. You said that the deer wasn't dead, and I believed it because I think I just kind of wanted to. But now I can definitely see that there's like flies on its guts and it's coming out of its butthole. And
There's
I don't like
there's
that you
one in
lied
its
to me.
eyeball.
Yeah, and it's like, well,
Okay.
there's more flies now. I just
Yes.
want to find. I just want to find my mom.
I know. I'm sorry.
Kevin
I'm sorry.
Closes
Kevin.
his eyes, and a single tear rolls down his cheek.
When that tear
Hey,
hits
hey,
the
buddy.
ground, sort of there's another ripple that comes out from it, and it shifts the area around you. The fog gets even darker now. That's actually blocking out the sun a little bit. And with that, I think we'll have a word from our sponsor.
Hello, friend. We find that the best sort of podcast is well maintained, nurtured even, given likes and reviews, and occasionally, if it's lucky, money, in the form of Patreon subscriptions. Now that is a wonderful thing. It is proposed that with this subscription, one attains access to all sorts of goodies, and that is something one cannot shake a fist at. So give it a go. Toss a review, flick a like, and even toss a coin for your local Dice Paper Roll podcast. And keep it nurtured.
Thanks, strange man.
Thanks,
Thank
strange
you,
man.
narrator.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Um,
What a weirdo.
the darkness that is sort of occurring around you is starting to sort of whirl and roil, and the plants are all sort of dying, and you notice that water is sort of seeping out of the soil, and you kind of smell the smell of a bog as you feel the land pulling you in towards the swamps that through the fog.
As Walter is trying to comfort Kevin and feeling the moisture seep in under his feet, he says to Kevin, "Look, Kevin, I'm sorry that I lied to you. I was trying to protect you. I don't know why. I panicked. It's been a lot, okay? It's been a lot. We're going through some things. But I know that you want to find your mother, and I want to find your mother too. And that's the thing that the deer has told me, is that we need to follow our heart. Where, if we so desire to find your mother, to find Zybilna, music will start to play.
Nice timing, unit.
Thank you.
The clouds will begin to part,
He
and
needs
they
all
will
the help he
show
can
us
get.
the way. They will show us the way.
You could help him this whole time. It ain't gonna make no difference to him. Don't worry, he'll fuck it up himself eventually.
We will find your mother, and no automatron could ever take that away from you.
That was a low blow.
Very low blow, but I've come to expect nothing less from a Winklepicker.
I'm sick of you. I'm sick of both of you. That's what
See?
I'm saying. I don't want a dad. I don't even want a robot. I've never had a mum. I just want that experience. I don't want all of this weird protection. I want someone to support me, to help me, to teach me, but also to let me make my own mistakes. I could see that the deer was dead. I just didn't want to believe it, but I had to grow up a little bit, you know? I feel like my mum would be able to do that. I feel like you couldn't do it, and Unit couldn't do it. I mean, if I'm supposed to follow my heart is saying, find my mum. I'm following my heart. Why isn't she here in front of me right now?
Well, I guess maybe there's something else that you're looking for. at this
No, I'm
moment.
pretty sure that this mum.
Well, I don't fucking know, man.
Well, I don't fucking know either.
I don't know. I'm trying.
I'm trying to.
And you know what it's
No.
like to be a frog and find out that you have a human boy that's a man?
Do you know what it's like to be a human boy that's got a dad that's a frog? And Kevin
like
can't
I
help
wanna-
himself. He just collapses into a hug around Winston.
For a brief moment, the clouds are thicker with your darker emotions, and then with the embrace, it sort of pushes the fog away, and you see some of the plants start to adjust and come back up.
I am sorry, unit. I did not account for how dumb these two really are, and I
Squeeze
could
me
not
tighter, boy.
foresee.
Sometimes
Squeeze me
I
tighter.
am very grateful that I do not have as much emotion as other living beings, because I feel like this thing you call frustration would be just bubbling out of me. It would be eating away at me like some kind of cancer, but luckily I don't have that because I am a robot.
Yeah, that must be nice. I mean, look, I'm a little disappointed. I could see the literal future, and I couldn't see that. Their stupidity confused me so much. I feel dumber just by being in their presence.
Yes, I think I've lost a few ones and zeros too. You're not alone.
As Walter squeezes Kevin, he flips the bird to Unit.
And the sky gets a little darker.
Kevin's the mucus on
Walter.
Walter squishes into Kevin's chest hair. Is it tears? Is it mucus?
Who can
Who
say?
cares?
Well, while these two are blubbering away, Doelene Delacroix, is there anything in your knowledge that might be able to help us in our current situation? Because following their hearts so far isn't getting us anywhere.
Can you all do a perception check?
Let me flick back through my notes from the adventure. Let me have a look here.
Can I roll a
The deer
perception
did
check?
say that the road up ahead turned into swamp.
I got a 19 on my perception.
Me too.
I got an 8. My eyes are
Shut up,
filled
Walter.
with
You're busy.
tears.
Doelene and
I
Unit.
got a 19 as well though. Kevin
Oh,
is
Nice.
And actually, yeah, Kevin, as you feel that you wipe away the tears on your eyes, and just out of the corner of your eye, you see a figure sort of dart across through the fog. And Unit and Doelene, you see two more figures.
I really
dart
hope that's
around.
not a deer. Really hope it's not a deer.
I hope
Are
it's
they
not
all-
a pack of deer out for revenge.
Calvin's family.
Kelvin's dad, this huge bark, massive rack of antlers comes out.
Are all the figures close to each other, or are they kind of surrounding us, Jack?
They're sort of moving through. They're kind of hard to keep your eye on. So they're sort of, they're kind of flitting through the fog. You can't really see them.
Oh dear.
We can't really see them on a 19 perception check.
Oh, you can see, you know that they're there, but you
Right.
can't sort of make them out.
Y'all
Did-
see that?
Yes, definitely
Yes.
saw that. What was that?
Hello.
Is
cast
that bad?
I cast mage armor on myself.
That's a good idea.
Unit rolls forward several feet towards the edge of the fog and where one of the figures was and says, "Hello, state your business. Who goes there? We are but travelers who seek help and directions to the castle."
Can you all roll initiative for me?
I hate hags. I hate them. I'm a 19. I
I'm
fucking hate
gonna
them.
Do it with
They're the worst,
disadvantage. Oh, damn.
How do I-
Why not do that? I got a 20.
How do I make the thing go?
I'm a 19 as well.
18 for me.
There's a button that says run encounter, Jack, if you've already...
I must have already done it.
I knew I should have taken fireball.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we'll be all right.
It's not automatically entering in your initiative. Can you just tell me
No.
what they are?
Yes. 19.
19.
19 for me also.
18 for me.
19 for
done.
unit
Yes.
and 18 for...
Guys, I feel like I have a very spooky feeling. Does anyone else feel bad?
Walter was a 15, just quickly. Sorry.
Thank you.
As I gather up the silvery mists around me, swirling into like floating armor, I'm like, yeah, I don't feel too good about this either, Kevin.
And out of the fog,
I feel so good about this, Kevin.
out of the fog emerges sort of slowly coming towards you and stopping is the pig-masked girl that you saw And her head tilts to the side.
Okay, that's not good.
What are you doing here?
Kevin,
What
it's
did you
your-
do with our friend Randy? Oh, it's not my go.
Oh, you can still ask. Talk is free in combat.
What did you do with our friend, the cricket, and all those children? Cool. Cool. All right.
What's happening there, Jack? When the
Speak.
clicking? What's all this clicking about?
It's just
Yes.
it's just moving its head.
Just being creepy, not saying anything.
Yeah, it's just being creepy.
Classic creepy pig face.
Yeah. So do you want to attack it? don't have to.
Who's
What's
turn?
Kevin's
Go,
go?
is
It's
it?
Kevin's go.
We don't have to attack it.
I mean, you probably should.
Well, it stole the children, right? Like it.
Mm. It's clearly hostile. You can tell that it's pretty
Ah.
hostile.
Okay, right. Yep. Sorry, I would like to cast. I pull my screwdriver. I decided I want an object. So
Mm-hmm.
Kevin pulls his screwdriver out and whips it like a lasso around him, and he casts snare. He's going to try and catch the pig girl so he can bring it in for further questioning.
Mm-hmm.
And a rope pulls out from the screwdriver. It's like a, just your bog standard rope. And it's nearly invisible, and it needs an intelligence or investigation check against the spell.
Oh, okay.
So you got to know that it's actually there. You cast it straight in front of the pig face girl,
It
and it's a
It
trap.
connects.
gonna-
It traps.
Yeah, and he
Ooh,
wicks.
that's a bit
It sort of
bog.
is clicking and writhing in the rope.
Sweet.
That's music.
Do I have to do anything else?
No.
In a very relaxed and classical piano kind
Yeah.
of way.
Yeah. Unit, it's your turn.
So, have we been able to see that rope as well,
Yeah.
Kevin? Or is that something your allies can see? Or
Yeah.
Oh.
And Pigface Girl's trapped in that.
Yes.
All right. Just to double down in assisting, unit rolls forwards and on their chest, this giant rune starts to glow with an orange fiery energy, and I use my fire rune ability. So from about 10 feet away, my mallet comes out of one of my arms and I swing it around and it starts to swirl with fire and I attack. And if I hit it, it will summon fiery shackles.
Ah, nice.
So to hit, that is, oh damn. To hit, that is 19.
You hit.
Shit, yeah. So you have to roll a DC for a strength DC 14.
You hit.
Awesome. So you take 6 points of fire damage, and you also take 8 points of damage from the actual hammer as well. And the fiery shackles, it's kind of like, when a bolas is thrown in a
Yeah.
in a movie or an anime or whatever, just like the shackles kind of come flying off the hammer and then whip around the girl's arms.
And
Hopefully pins her in place a bit.
I guess rip them off. Fuck.
What?
Yeah, you took like half of its health off.
It's literally just a human child.
Yeah, it's like one of her arms is just sort of wrenched off, and yeah, sort of.
Like Kevin is a bit traumatized.
It's sort of
watching
like
it.
screaming and.
Unit, how could you?
Unit, that was maybe a little strong of a response. Don't go all RoboCop on me here.
I'm just trying to restrain this creature.
I'm
I
already
didn't know my
restrained
own
her.
strength. It's the giant's might is overtaking me.
It's
My
okay.
apologies.
It's
Sorry,
okay.
girl.
We all make mistakes. It's a learning moment. Let's
A
not
lot of
learn this
innocent
fault.
things have died today.
Like your childhood youth, Kevin.
Just a little bit. The trauma's starting to really set in now. It's- Some real,
Well, who
some real
brought that
synapses
on?
have been forged right now. Why is she just squealing like that horrible pig squealing sound? It's awful. Ugh.
With that attack, they yeah. One of them comes around. It's sort of more of a frog-looking thing, and it comes in and attacks at you, unit. With
Armor class 15.
okay. It does not attack you. It just sort of slips past you. And that's it. And then it sort of like disappears into the fog, as does the other one. They sort of see how disastrously this is going and piss off into the
Yeah.
fog.
Fuck off. We've got one. Yeah.
a-
And I start to reel in the pig face girl.
And as you reel it in, you can see sort of sparks of purple all around it as like a tear is starting to open up as it tries to get away.
You're not going anywhere, girl. Not missing an arm, you're not.
Doelene, it's your turn.
I'm going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on the girl. So it's a DC 15 Wisdom save.
Yep.
Must succeed or fall prone, becoming incapacitated, and I'm unable to stand.
Yeah, it just starts cackling. Does it take damage?
No, it just takes it out. So it can't take actions or reactions because it's incapacitated.
The sounds that are coming out of it are kind of like it's sort of like a death rattle, like the laughter of like a dead thing.
And I walk forward and as it's laughing on the ground, lift the pig mask off.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh.
Mm.
And beneath it, you sort of see the hollow skull, like no eyes and no nose, and sort of like half the face is kind of rotten away, and like hair sort of protruding from like scalp that has receded on the skull. It's hideous.
I put the mask back really quickly.
Oh my god!
You have seen enough today, Kevin. I'm sorry.
I saw it so much.
Reminded me of Kelvin.
Your face looks like a prolapse butthole. Oh.
Can we interrogate it? Can we ask it things?
Yeah, you should.
Oh, it's
know-
still giggling
you can-
uncontrollably.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah,
stop it
yeah,
whenever you
I-
want, though.
I should probably undo these shackles too, because she'll keep taking fire damage if I don't.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I was kind of waiting. to
She's.
my turn.
You can tell that she's kind of undead. Like she's not.
Oh,
okay.
wish you hadn't
Is-
wasted that speak with dead to cast.
Well, you
Walter?
see, the thing is I actually get 2 3rd level spells that I can cast. So I was going to cast tongues, but now that they're dead, kind of
dead?
feels
She's not
like it
dead,
needs
though.
to be.
She's
They're
not
undead.
dead. She's undead.
Well, does like what's the differentiation? Like
I don't know.
genuinely, I don't actually
I've
know.
no
Maybe
idea.
Can you
Greg
actually
or-
speak? Can you speak, pig girl?
I guess if convinced, it could.
well, is the
Who's got good persuasion? I don't.
Just wait. I just want to you grant the semblance of life and intelligence to a corpse of your choice within range. So that seems like it's got to be they're dead.
I think they've got to be
It's
dead.
just for a
Yeah.
I don't
corpse,
think
yeah.
it's a.
This is an animated
yeah.
corpse kind
Why
of thing.
don't-
So I don't think speak with dead actually works with it.
No,
where
no, I was just hanging shit on you. Would you like? Perhaps you'd like to persuade it with that silver tongue of yours, Walter.
Oh, you reckon I can just do it just straight up, just talk shit and not actually have to cast a spell?
Hey, Walter, remember, close enough
I didn't hear
is
that.
good
What
enough.
what did she say?
She said, "Try me."
Ah, right.
You know what, unit? Shut the fuck up.
I thought you were going to say I was right.
Yeah, no, that was a good point. Right. Pig girl. You have shown up in many of our pasts, and I feel like we know each other on a deeper level.
Yes.
Okay, little bit weird. Gotta say that.
You think this one might be your child too, or?
Oh shit. Oh fuck.
Every episode now, Walter just becomes a new child.
So many spores. Oh god.
Kevin does turn to Doelene and puts his hand down low so she gives just a tiny little high five. That was very funny, Doelene. That was very funny.
Thanks,
That was
kid.
very funny.
What do we want to get? I don't know. I thought we were trying to make our way to the castle. Then Big Girl showed up. What do we want to get out of this? I don't really actually kind of fucking.
Who'd ask her who she serves?
Who are you? Who sent you?
Snow. Pig.
Snailpig?
Snow. Pig.
Snailpig. Is
I'm
Slow
hearing
you are.
Snow pig.
Slow pig?
Snow pig.
Snail pig.
Snow pig.
I can
Snow
translate
pig.
if you want.
Okay.
Snout pig?
Snow
Pig snout.
pig.
Snow
Snow
pig.
pig.
No, I'm good at this. Who sent you?
Pavlona. Bright.
Pavlova.
Pavlova?
Pavlova. Definitely Pavlova.
Pavlova.
Now
It
you're
was
going to
definitely
make Kevin
Pavlova.
hungry
We all
again.
heard Pavlova. We all yes, okay. It's canon.
With a B. A B.
Pav. Oh, Pavlova.
Lova. Pavlona.
Pavlova. And who are they?
The hag of
Oh.
hither.
Oh.
Another hag.
Wait, did we meet one before? I'm confused.
Yeah, we met a hag, didn't we? Was
Oh
there a
yeah,
hag?
was that no?
No?
Nope.
I feel like I've come across
I thought these
them.
were hags.
Yeah, no.
You,
There's just
Kevin.
been so much talk
Kevin-
of hags. I just feel like I
and
know
Walter-
them, you know?
Walter, the hag you remember is the one that you saw in the mirror.
Yeah, see, there was a fucking hag.
I don't know.
I
Was you
saw-
told
I
anyone
just-
about that?
I don't think
Sorry.
you told us.
Yeah, you were looking in a mirror and you saw a hag.
Well, okay. Well, it all comes out now, doesn't
Rough
it?
stuff. Oh,
Sorry.
2 for 2, Doelene. 2 for 2.
Listen, I'll let you borrow my night creams if you'd like to keep your
Oh.
face a little more smooth and moisturized.
What?
Well, I'm gonna go now.
And then zips away.
No, you don't.
No.
I fucking hold person on you.
Hit her with her own arm.
I'm pretty sure that she's still in my ropes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd probably be
is.
ensnared.
You're not going anywhere just yet.
She's struggling
This
away.
is Spanish Inquisition. Now, tell us. I'm gonna persuade you now with 5.
But actually, no. What I really wanted to do, what I did actually genuinely want to do, was I wanted to do a bonus action bardic inspiration because I haven't used a fucking bardic inspiration
Hell yeah.
at all, and I'm a bard. And
You haven't been
if I'm
particularly
going to
inspiring.
inspire anyone, I'm going to
Or
inspire
bardic.
my son.
Yeah, go for
So
it.
you
Yeah.
can add a 1d8 to that roll. So you need to roll a d8 and then add that to whatever.
Yep. Oh, 8,
'Cause-
9, 10, 11, 12. It's a 13 now on
Yeah.
persuasion.
What did you ask?
I said you stink.
Yes, I
You
do.
persuaded it.
Yeah. See that?
Yeah, and also, where are all the kids and all the bad stuff and everything that you took away and our friend who's a cricket and shit? Why are you guys such fuckheads?
Gone.
Gone where?
Gone
Gone where? Gone where?
to the hags.
And where the hags live?
All through hither, thither, and yon.
Ah, okay, so nowhere in particular. Is it like a little hag's town or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
I'm
Now, if
Can
you
you
want
s-
your arm back, little pig girl, y'all gonna have to tell me where I can find Pavlova. Oh, that's the wrong button.
Bavlorna.
Yes,
Pavlova.
Pavlova. Where?
Pavlova.
Oh, that's a 1.
Oh.
So that's a crit fail. So
She just
I-
cackles.
Unit says, right, I've had just about enough of this, and the rune on their chest this time glows that teal green, and they cast Giant's Might, and they enlarge to a larger form of themselves, and they wheel forward and they grab
Death
the
metal.
arm of the pig girl out of Dolene's hand, and I wave it at the girl and go, you will tell us right now exactly what we want to know, or this will be shoved right where the sun does not shine.
The sun does not shine on me anyway.
I slap her with it. And I'm going to incorporate that into my intimidation check.
Okay, yeah. Roll with advantage.
15 for intimidation.
You
Wait, what do you want to know?
I want to know where the hag Pavlorna is.
She is in the soggy court within the swamp.
Which is
That way.
about 2
Follow
days
your
travel
heart.
that way.
do we believe, is she telling the truth?
Yes.
We could break their fingers.
When I
Just kind of get to that point. At this
she says
point.
that way, but the finger, the hand
Yeah,
that
the
I'm
hand
holding
is pointing
points.
in the right
Nice.
direction.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
good.
Walter, let's break her fingers, and I get the dismembered arm and break the finger of the dismembered arm.
Not that one. Oh, God.
You suspect she might
I'm
actually
not-
be enjoying that. So
I'm not very good at this.
and I think with that, sort of the last breath sort of exits her body and she is dead.
Oh,
boy.
she's dead, is she?
She actually-
well, let me speak with the dead.
Well, as you try
Still
to
got one more cast to that.
as you try to, the corpse rots incredibly fast and
This is
it sort of
unexpected.
decomposes into the soil where the water is starting to lap up against you.
The rope goes slack and then goes back into Kevin's screwdriver like a vacuum cord going back into a vacuum cleaner.
Well, I,
Yucky.
for once in my life, feel like the Winklepicker family motto is actually pretty spot on right now. and I start wheeling off in the direction that the pig-faced girl pointed us. Come on, everybody.
As you move through, you sort of become, you start wading into more and more swampy zones. And out of the fog, you can see in the distance a building, but it seems to be moving towards you. Sort of hobbling. This building is moving up through the swamp. And as it comes closer, you see that it's actually like an inn on 1,000 fleshy legs that are just sort of carrying it along. And the sign on the inn says, "The inn at the end of the road." And the door swings open to meet you. And a man in a top hat pokes his head out and says, "Why, hello, folks. Wanting to travel through the Feywild? This is the inn at the end of the road. Next stop, the Soggy Court."
Well, that is mighty handy, I have to say.
Yeah, that's where we want to go. We're going to get these hags. Do you know who Pavlova is?
No, I don't. But I have 3 rules when you enter my inn.
Fucking here we go.
They're the rules of the Feywild of Prismere. No, Zybilna is no longer in charge. But I think it would be good if you abided by them. The rule of hospitality. One must be kind to those who enter your home unless actions prove unworthy. I'll look after you so long as you don't be breaking my stuff. The rule of ownership. No thieving, friend or foe or stranger. Especially. Theft is a crime and unforgivable, and I won't be having it on my premises. And the rule of reciprocity. when a
You got
friend,
it. You got it.
The old number 3.
when
The number 3 reach around.
when a,
I thought you were just going to say we had to take our shoes off.
When a friend, foe, or stranger offers you a gift or a service, such as a ride, you must offer something of comparable value.
I might have something. Yes. And he starts to riffle through his pockets. And he pulls out a very small, tiny duskwood coffin containing the ashes of a troll and hands it to that guy. What did he say? And goes, will this do? This is really cool, right? Don't ask me where I got it from.
Yes, that will be perfect. For all of you. Get on.
Yay!
End the episode.
Thank you.
As
Onward, chaps.
as everybody starts to make their way into the walking tavern, Walter hangs back a moment and seeing everyone head towards the front door, just goes, "Oh my god, I've been holding that in for so long." Oh, and then just marches towards the door.
The Feywild doesn't exactly conform to the physical constraints of our own dimension. It is a bit more touchy-feely, in a real tangible way. It reacts and moves with the feelings of its denizens, and as with mass and gravity, the greater the magical influence, the greater the effect. This can have somewhat unwanted consequences. Perhaps this might be where the saying about wind and frowns comes from. Who could say? But if you find yourself in the Feywild, do be careful what you think, for what you think may very well be.
Rightio, here we are. That was episode 14. This is another DPR dissection. Jack, well done. Excellent
Yeah, that was
game.
fun. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Beautiful.
Very fun.
A fun game.
Beautiful character development there between Walter and Kevin. Some lovely.
That was
Funny.
nice.
Just improving it out. You know what I mean?
Yes-anding.
Just yes-anding. And then
Yes-anding.
occasionally being like, do I have to?
No,
I
you
guess so.
absolutely do not.
Yeah.
Because Walter is not a role model, and I would like to eventually get to that place, but I don't think we're at that point in our relationship.
Not at all. But I
Not
love how
at
much
all.
Walter thinks he is. And you're playing that very well, both of you.
Well, I get hyper fixated on things. That's just me. That's just me, Dan, going like, "Oh, I've got to be a dad. Oh God, I've got to be a dad."
Yeah, I guess you are very. It can go so many different ways, and I really feel like even within that episode, it's swinging around wildly. But I think that is because it's news, right? It's a new and recent weird emotional thing, and in a very true way, your kind of reactions are all over the place a little bit, and you are not making it very easy to
No,
to be like,
no, I'm not.
he's a good dad. Yeah,
Well, I'm kind
and
of
then, yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of a little bit undecided in myself about where I kind of it's not up to me, but I kind of like the idea of Walter not being the good role model and Unit being the good role model, and
Because he's got wheels.
strengthening your relationship in that way. Not that it's like something that we've discussed or anything like that, but Walter is such an unlikable character that it's like, if you found out Walter was your dad, I'd be fucking shattered.
Yeah, but even within that episode, he decided to lie about the deer thing, but through that, he also showed vulnerability to Kevin, and that's when they actually could connect a little bit.
That's interesting. It's cool.
And I think that was actually an interesting moment when it's like you were just going to be real as opposed to trying to be the dad. You were just yourself, but with all of that sort of other conceit kind of taken away. And then you've giving the finger to Unit is also kind of like, you've been manipulative.
So funny.
Is Kevin just something else for you to collect, and he's just another extension of your ego somehow?
Yeah.
And is that not also something that parents might suffer from in some kind of way?
100%. I think that there's what I was kind of enjoying in some of those moments was actually thinking and I think Walter has a lot to learn from Kevin. And the way that Kevin goes about things, and how his shortcomings and that kind of thing, and how that would play out. So I think I want to find ways that Walter can learn from Kevin. At the moment, Walter is being Walter and going with what he's gonna do, and that kind of thing. But I want to try and find ways that Kevin can surprise him, and that he like Kevin, like Kevin's fucking survived 8 years on his own. With the help
excuse
of
me, what am I?
with the help of Unit, I was
Chopped
getting
liver?
there. I was getting
Scrap
there.
metal? Fuck.
Jesus, mate, you're always jumping in. Jeez.
24
Yeah,
years,
it's
by the
hard
way,
to
too.
leave, and it's hard to
Not-
leave the father-son relationship alone. I will say that,
Yeah.
even though like
Yeah.
lots of other stuff happened just then, and I'm not sure if like Doelene gets a little bit left out, but also your sniding on the side is just like absolutely
Beautiful.
perfect. Like,
Yeah,
and
perfect.
it has like a nice kind of like side of audience voice. Which I'm like, if you're happy to be there, Greg, I'm happy for you to be there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Dolene's like an observer, right? Like she studies things, and so this is like a lot. And yeah, just taking that observing approach and observing and not so silently judging.
Yes, it's perfect.
And thanks for giving us the space to do that, Jack, as well.
Yeah.
That was
I think
really
you,
well played.
I think you guys would be. It wouldn't make sense for you not to lean into that relationship because it's the biggest bit of news, and it doesn't just affect
totally.
the two of you; it affects the entire party. So
As well as what seems to be the entire environment that we're in.
yeah,
as well.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
look forward to seeing how we
Yeah.
unfold, how
Me
it
too.
progresses.
I think as well it would be kind of a disservice to the audience for such a massive bombshell to be dropped and then for us to kind of just go back to normal.
To nothing. Yeah.
To like,
That's
oh yeah, we're
true,
just
yeah.
the party and you're the artificer and I'm the bard and
no.
As if
And
we
playing
could
the
leave
class?
something like that on the
No,
table.
we're gonna
right? Like,
really
but-
go for some deep depths of emotion. You know, I mean, come on,
oh my god,
We're
that
still-
crying scene was
it's
so
still-
much fun.
So
it's still an actor and a comedian at the end
Yeah.
of the day. So
Yeah.
we're gonna try and we're gonna find literally every corner of this relationship and explore it.
Yeah.
All right, are we done? I think that's
Yeah.
all good.
It's a good
Yeah,
Yeah,
place
let's
to wrap
continue
up.
that exploration on the
Yeah,
next episode. of
can't wait
Dice
to
Paper
see it.
Roll.
Mm.
And the
Thank
cat's
you.
in the cradle and the silver spoon. Light us out, little boy,
My
blue
and
man.
on the moon. When you come on home, son, I don't know when. Working